Coming up on Classic Blend 59, we've got fast, funny space doubloons.
Oh, yeah? How about some swords, narcs, warps, and bombs?
What's warts?
Warp!
You said warts. You didn't say warp, you said warts. Like, what?
Greetings from Classic Blend. I'm Chris.
And I'm Ken.
This is episode number 59. What we do is we take movies, TV, cartoons, games. We talk about some old ones. We smush them together. We make new ones. We want an 80 shared universe. That's our style.
80 shared universe. But these titles are actually randomly generated for us.
Yeah.
We don't pick them, guys. No. They're just given to us. The universe says, do it. So we do.
We do.
Yeah,
Chris, the 90s X-Men cartoon was pretty cool.
Loved it.
Right? Love it. Love it. All right. The year's 1986.
Right.
You need to cast the X-Men movie. Give me some peeps. X-Men of your choice. Go for it. I'd like at least a few.
Can we use Dolph Lundgren in any of these?
Professor X as Dolph Lundgren as Professor X. Dolph Lundgren as Wolverine.
No.
Dolph Lundgren
Josh Brolin
as the Juggernaut.
Josh Brolin as Cyclops. What do you think of that?
You want
Brandon from Goonies
Mm-hmm.
to be Cyclops. I think that could work. Right?
All right. Who else you have? Professor X. Who do you have? Steve Gutenberg.
Commandant Lassard?
No.
What's his name? He's too old.
George Gaines?
George Gaines. No, he's too old, right? Yeah, Gutenberg. Gutenberg could be a good... No. I don't know.
Wolverine? You know who I want to see as Wolverine?
Oh. Wait, then or now?
No. Larry from Three's Company.
As Wolverine? He certainly got the hair for it.
You know what I mean?
He certainly got the hair and
everything.
Everything. Yeah.
I think he would be absolutely perfect.
He probably would be a good one, yeah.
So Wolverine is going to be Larry.
Larry from Three's Company. Okay,
yep.
That's cool.
Right.
That's cool. Oh, what if you got, I was going to say Mr. Roper, but even Mr. Furley as Professor, no, as Magneto. One of them as Magneto and one of them as Don Knotts or Roper as...
I don't want to make this an
Professor
Three's
X.
Company kind of thing.
Well, look.
Tony Danza has to play a role in this.
Oh, Tony Danza.
Who's Tony Danza?
Oh, no. Could he be Cyclops? No, because I want Cyclops to be a little younger.
Like
Beast.
You want him to... Oh, yeah?
Tony Danza's Beast,
Tony Danza. See, now you can also say that Kelsey Grammer could be Beast. And be like, all right, Kelsey Grammer, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, we'll keep Kelsey.
We need Woody Harrelson in this thing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Woody
Gambit?
Harrelson... No, the Gambit.
Yeah, he'd be Gambit.
So Woody Harrelson is Gambit. I gotcha.
Can we have Shelley Long as Jean Grey then?
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Wait, but then you can have Rhea Perlman as Jubilee.
Would that work?
Either that or Rogue.
I was going to say the little robot girl from Small Wonder should be Jubilee.
Okay, that's cool. But then Rhea Perlman be Rogue.
Rogue?
Why not? Does she have a little streak in her hair?
Gloves?
Gloves?
I don't know about that.
No? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to have to go ahead and say I don't think so. No.
Either way.
Yeah. I don't know. Who would you cast as Rogue? Let us know.
Yeah.
All right. I think.
Oh, so what are we doing? We're going.
I think I feel a movie squat coming on, Chris.
Well, you guys will definitely want to stay tuned for this.
You're not going to want to miss this one. Promise.
Kenny, there comes a time in a young man's life where you have to talk about movies. You see a movie, you rent it on the VHS, you bring your friends over, or you sit with your family, you watch it, I'm just saying.
That's it.
You got to do it. And here at Retro Squat, it's no different. We're in the 80s. We have two movies, randomly generated, one for you, one for me. We don't know what they are. We don't know what each other has. Yet, we're going to present them to each other.
They're so docile.
I'm just gearing up. I'm gearing up because
did you get hit with a poison dart?
Because you don't know what I have.
All right.
And when you do, it's going to get crazy up in here.
It's going to get crazy up in here with what? With what I have or what you have?
With what I have.
All right. Here you go.
First night.
The first night.
Okay.
Star in the gear.
Well,
What do you think about that?
What do you think about that? Now do you think it's time to get a little crazy?
It's time to get a little.
Now you think it's time to get a little crazy?
He has the Goonies.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna get real good.
All right. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
I got the goons. All right.
Listen, what's happening here. There's a legend of Chester Copperpot.
No, that's me.
Listen, I understand that.
Okay.
But there's also a legend of King Arthur.
Oh, I see what you were saying.
You see what I'm saying?
All right. So we have. You're saying there might be an in here. There might be an inroad.
I'm going to tell you that all of this is going to get axed, and it's going to be a sequel to the Goonies, where they're going after Excalibur and they're going after all this stuff. That's what they're doing.
I like that.
Yes.
All right. Well,
because
tell
they're
me
adults now and they can travel.
Okay. Well, and then
yeah. So I'm going to tell you about this. It's basically a movie about the
King Arthur.
Will they, won't they of Lancelot and Lady Guinevere.
Right.
That's just basically the whole entire
Lancelot
movie.
played by Richard Gere. King Arthur played by
Sean Connery. Guinevere played by Julia Ormond.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Maligant played by Ben Cross. Maligant stirs some stuff up.
He does.
Leaves the round table. Yeah. Lancelot joins the round table. Maligant comes back at the end. Kills Arthur, and Lancelot is free to.
Wait, he killed Arthur in this movie?
Yeah, he dies.
You know what I remember of this movie? I remember...
No magic.
There was no magic in it?
No.
What about Merlin? So Merlin wasn't in it?
There was no magic in this movie, no.
What I remember about this movie is he had to go through that gauntlet, remember? Mm-hmm. He had to run through that thing to test him. That was that movie, right?
The first night, if you say so.
Oh, you don't know?
Yep. So,
I'm pretty sure that was the thing.
Tell me about... Just listen,
all right,
I don't care about my movie, Chris. This is the one time I want to hear your delicate voice.
You got
Speak
Mikey.
to me.
You got Data. You got Chunk. You got Mouth. You got Brandon, okay?
Brand.
Well, still.
The mom calls him Brandon, but keep going.
Right. But I'm just saying that's...
Come on, Andy, Steph.
And that you go. I was trying to get the rest of the names. You have the Fratellis.
You have to look that up?
I knew Andy. I was trying to think of the other one. No, Samantha. Sam. Not Steph. Samantha.
No, it's Steph. No. It's 100% Steph.
Are you sure?
Andy, Andrea, and Stephanie. I'm not an idiot. I'm a Goonies guy. Come on. Don't even play this game with me. Don't even play this game.
Oh, her name is Samantha Plimpton.
No, it's not. It's Martha Plimpton.
Martha. Where am I getting Samantha from?
Just, what?
Where am I getting Samantha from?
Give me your notes and I will...
Got the Fratellis.
Actually, I don't even need the notes.
You got the Fratellis.
What are the Fratellis' names? Francis?
Francis, Jake, and Mama. And Sloth.
Sloth Fratelli.
Yeah, look, we know Sean Astin, Josh Brolin, Corey Feldman, the aforementioned Martha Plimpton, okay?
Yeah.
Raising Hope fame. Cary Green. The thing is with this movie, you know what this movie is.
Joey Pantoliano.
Joey Pants is in it, yeah. One of the Fratellis. Here's the thing. You know what the movie's about. Okay? You know what it's about.
But okay,
It's about
Let's
the
talk
house.
about
The
this.
house is in foreclosure.
Yeah.
All right. You have a development happening where they want to put up what is it? Condos or resort? No, resort. They want to put up a resort. This takes place in Astoria, Oregon. Oregani. All right.
Yeah.
And so they want to spend. Mikey and his friends want to spend the last weekend together. They're like, we're gonna have to hang out. Let's hang this one last weekend. It's a rainy day. They're up in the attic. They find an old doubloon and then a pirate map, treasure map. All right, from famed One-Eyed Willie. And he says, you know what? We're going to do this. We're going to go find this thing. And so they go on the adventure, right? Fratellis, they meet up with the Fratellis by going into the restaurant, Yeah. It's a whole big crazy thing. There's a pirate ship. There's treasure. There was an octopus, but they cut it out of the film. But there was an octopus. It was cut out.
It's a deleted scene.
It's a deleted scene. And at the end, they end up saving on their whole development, saving the whole neighborhood, because they got the roomies. The rubies. I said roomies.
Mikey's marble bag, right?
They put him because the Fratellis. They didn't take it. They didn't take it.
Yeah.
No firma. No sign. He takes the pen from him, right? So here's the thing.
That's the takeaway of the movie.
The thing about this was it was 1985. Okay, directed by Richard Donner. Produced by Spielberg. However, if you ever read There and Back Again, an Actor's Tale by Sean Astin, which we did, and we met Sean Astin. True story. He says that on this
you still have that picture?
Probably, yeah.
It was like on an old flip phone. You had a picture of me shaking his hand.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love if you still have it.
I gotta find. Yeah, I gotta find that one. So he says,
the archives, the Retro Squad archives.
It is. Oh, that's definitely retro. Sean Astin says him and that Donner and Spielberg basically co-directed, and they both had different ways of doing it. And you know, speaking of sequels,
yes.
Feldman said at one point, like 2007, it's not going to happen. But Sean Astin was like, at some point, yes, it will. Donner in 2014 said that there's a sequel in the works.
Yeah, there's always a sequel in the works.
But that was 2014. Yeah. So we'll see if there's going to be a sequel. 2017, this film was selected for preservation in the the United States film registry.
This is like the 80s in a nutshell.
Well,
and my 1985, if I'm not mistaken, right? You did say that before, but it's also ingrained in my memory. Halfway through the 80s, the second half of the 80s were shaped largely in part in my life by this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
The adventures that I wanted to go on, the denim jacket that I needed to have,
the booby traps you made.
Yeah, like just goofy things. And
so
you just wanted to go on that adventure because you see it. The bikes, you get on the bikes and you go
because that's what you always did. You always
and you dream. Oh, I heard there's something over here in this little lot, and I heard there's something over here by this house.
Exactly. And where I lived, there was things like that. Plenty of. There's one right down the block from me. This one house that we used to pretend it was like that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the sequel, what are we doing? You said in the beginning,
sequel, they're going to get together. It's they've scattered. Somebody lives in Florida. Somebody lives in Wisconsin. Somebody lives in New Jersey.
Now you don't want to make it their kids.
But that's the thing. No, I want to make it them. I want to make it them where they decide let's get together as a reunion. Let's get together, and they get together and they decide to go on an adventure. Hey, remember that time we had this really good adventure? Why don't we do that again?
Okay, hold on.
We're all married. We have kids. So and so's engaged. Like all this stuff. We're gonna go. We're gonna meet up. We're gonna meet up in England, and they get on this thing where they're just like in a pub and they see. So what's the deal with this thing on the wall and everything like that?
Okay.
And it ends up, it kickstarts, whether it's a map or it's just.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Like they talk about this.
I didn't want it. Initially, I thought you were like, oh, hey, let's just do it. No. I wanted it that somebody found something.
They went there. They were just at a pub, and you just see there.
I got it.
Mikey is just sitting there, and he sees it, and they're like, Mikey, what's that look in your eye?
Hold on. Let me go a little bit further.
Yeah.
Mikey lives in England, and he. Being Mikey, he's the one out of them that it never left him, that childhood, wonder and all that stuff, right?
But he never looked for it until they were all together.
Well, no, my thing is, they get together and he's like, guys, this could be the last time. It's got that feeling again, right? Yeah. This could be the last time we see each other again, either for the rest of our lives or because it just so happens that they all happen to be there.
We haven't seen each other for like 30 years.
It's been, and so he says. I've been listening. I've been coming to this pub for 15 years, 10 years, however long he's lived there. And there's this legend. And they're like, no, Mikey, stop. We're not kids anymore. And he's just like, guys, we're not going to see each other again. And
it sounds like he baited them into coming there.
No, I mean, when they're there. When he's realizing this when they're there.
I want to have it where, he's frequented the pub.
But now that they're there.
But that he sees this thing on the wall and he's always just like, and there's always that anticipation and that anxious kind of feeling. Mm-hmm. But then when everybody's together and they're drinking and everything, he catches his eye again. And he sits there and he sees it again.
And he gets the idea.
And then that's when he realizes it. Not that he's always realized or that he knew about it.
No. I'm saying it's a story that he heard about, and then when he's older with them, he, like you said, now he's looking and he's like,
and they say, "What are you doing, Mike? You looking at that old poster?" And you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm just And they, hey, quit it. Mouth is like, "Hey, Mikey, quit it." Like those times are gone. So
I'm saying we're old now. We don't want to do it. Yeah,
that's a legend. That's not real. And stuff. And
he gets them to go on.
And something happens where they do end up.
It's one of those things where one of them's going to be leaving, and then something happens, and it's like they just had to come back.
Something, he trips over
one of them
something
finds
in the
something,
pub,
right?
And they find something that was like referenced on the poster, and be like, hold on a second. They follow it, and then it's like, oh my gosh, this might be a real thing.
Yeah,
and they kind of get.
I like that. I think that's a great thing. And they go on this adventure, and now who's the bad guy? Who's the protagonist?
Oh, gosh.
You could do a Home Alone 2 and bring the Wet Bandits back. You know what I'm saying? You do one of those things.
No, I don't know if the Fratellis are going to come
Where's
back.
Sloth?
The Sloth.
He passed. Oh, he passed.
Really? You're going to knock him off like that?
Man, it's 30 years. He's passed.
You're going to do him dirty?
Yeah.
Really?
He was a little...
He probably wasn't in the best health.
No, I don't think he was in the best health.
He probably had like a tooth infection or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, totally, right?
Yeah, but you got to make it a little, sorry, but... you know.
Sad. How about we just don't mention it? They did for sloth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That, you know,
I wouldn't even want to mention it.
I know, but you know what? It happens anyway. Moving past that, who's the bad guys in this? What can we do? Well, it's going to be some British guys, right? It's going to be.
But do they have to be? Does it have to be like the same thing?
No, but you got to have. You got to have a. Yeah, you can't just. You got to have a chase. You got to. I mean, it's going to have to be.
They're not bad guys, but they're just.
Kenny, essentially, they're gonna be bad guys.
But
bad guys have good intentions. It's
but
not.
That's the thing is,
I
mean, I would say rivals or something like that. Like I'd say that there were people there.
And if we're following these guys as the good guys, but
I don't want to say they're bad guys. I just want to say it's kind of like. They're bad because of the situation, let's say.
That's what I'm saying.
But the Fratellis were in jail, Chris.
I'm not saying.
And they were
did I say criminals? I didn't say they were criminals. I said for the sake of the movie, they're protagonists. Doesn't mean they're criminals. That's what I meant. Antagonists. Doesn't mean that they're criminals. It just means that they're against our crew, the crew that you're following. So yes, there are antagonists that also.
But how about he gets wind to somebody in the pub that. There's somebody there that's...
No. Somebody overhears them talking and goes back to one of his guys and says, "Oh, I heard these blokes talking about it. I think they're going to go for it." And the other guy's like, No. My family's been trying to do that all these years. I'm not going to let some American Yanks do this. And then, you know what I mean? And they're like, we're going to beat them to it.
But no, I kind of like the fact that they're at the bar and they're talking to each other and like, what are we going to do? We're going to go find this thing and everything. And maybe like Chunk's at the bar and he's waiting for a drink to get for the guys. And he overhears it. "Hey, Mikey, I overheard these guys talking about the legend of King Arthur. It might be real." And they see it and Mikey's looking at, "Yeah, I saw the way you were looking at that poster before. You know, maybe you're not so crazy after all. You know, we changed a little bit, but we really haven't changed." And they go on it. And now they're the ones who are, even though there's these good intentioned guys that just, that's what they do is maybe they treasure hunt these guys and they're piggybacking on that. You know, and
you mean the British guys?
The British guys are going after the treasure hunt because that's what they do, but they just happen to be at the pub. The Goonies happen to be at the pub, and they hear it and they decide, let's do it. And they actually make progress in this thing, in discovering like the opening, like the first step. As opposed to nobody else could ever figure stuff out. Nobody even acknowledges that it could be real.
What if they team up with the treasure hunter guys? How about we do that? How about they team up with them?
Maybe they team up at the end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. At the end,
maybe it's like a little rivalry where they're on their tail going, "Hey, these are where the kids went," and stuff like that. And they go, "Oh my gosh, we got some guys on our tail," but they end up being, "This is where those guys went," and they end up trailing them. They think back to Oregon, Astoria, when the Fratellis were on their tail, so they're kind of, Data's whipping out all these new things and
coming up with new stuff. Yeah,
he's coming out with all these new tracks.
I like that, yeah.
And he comes up and it turns out at the end that they just wanted to, this is our lifelong thing. This is what we've been doing.
This is what we do.
You guys are amazing. Can't believe you did this. And they're like, whoa, holy cow. But you think they're bad the whole time, but they're not.
Right, I like that. Exactly.
So I like
I really
twist
enjoy
on
that.
So.
I really enjoy that,
yeah. So they're going to be tombs. It's going to be like...
And it's you know what?
And Last Crusade. I mean, it would have to be with like knights and swords.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
They'd have to
and there's going to be booby traps, and there's going to be some wacky things.
That's it. Yeah.
They're not
and what they're going to find is Excalibur.
Or the Grail. Well, Excalibur, yeah.
Excalibur, it'd be Excalibur. Yeah. So I think that would be kind of fun if it's set in stone and they find it, and that's like the end of the movie, and they go to take it out, and it's almost like Thor's hammer. They try to pick it up and. Whoever's worthy and stuff like that, and maybe
and then Sloth shows up and it moves it a centimeter.
Maybe Mikey goes up to it and it does that move the Captain America move and then Thor's like, wait a minute, something like that, and then it cuts or something just fraction of an inch.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. No, I think that's a great sequel to the Goonies.
So I think
what's that called? Goonies 2? Are we Goonies 2?
You want to just call it Goonies 2? But do you think there's going to be a Goonies 2 one day?
Could be ours. Doesn't matter.
We just made the Goonies 2, and I think it's awesome. They should do it.
Yeah. So, what are you going to call it if you don't call it Goonies 2?
The Goonies in...
The Goonies sequel?
The Goonies in London.
Goonies go to London. The Goonies Quest.
The Goonies...
The Goonies Quest.
No, the Goonies... the Goonies again.
The Goonies again.
The Goonies Return.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, I think I could be cool with that.
Or the Legend of the Goonies. Goonies Legend.
The Rise of the Legend of the Goonies. No, the Goonies Return.
Night of the Goonies. With Night, K-I-N.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
No? Goonies Night. Night.
It's a little silly, though.
Goonies Night.
I feel like...
Goonies Night.
Goonies.
That's what that's saying. Let's get together and have Goonies Night. We'll go to the bar. And have
come on.
Get together. Have
really?
some
No, that sounds like Girls' Night, and it sounds like a dumb movie with Melissa McCarthy or something. I'm not... No. I like the Goonies Return.
The Goonies...
I like the Goonies Return.
The Goonies Vacation?
No.
The Goonies go to Hawaii?
The last Goonies. They're not in Hawaii. The banana years? The college years. The post-college years.
I'm a Goonie.
Hey.
I'm going to teach you how to be a Goonie.
And then Rude Dog shows up. I like the Return. That's my vote.
Return of the Goonies or Goonies Return?
The Goonies Return. Okay. I like that. I just like it a lot. I don't know. Are we good? You like that?
What about just the Goonie? It's just like Mikey's always been one. He's just
but it's them. Then it'd be him. The
Gotcha.
Goonies Return. I think it's a good.
You don't want to have anything with King Arthur or the Knights?
No, it'll be on the poster.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be on the poster.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
That's a squat.
Yes,
that is
Goonies.
a movie squat.
I want to see it.
That was good.
See it.
I want to see it really badly.
Want to see it.
I love it. I love it that it's in. Let's talk about that at the end of the show. Movie Squat is done. Coming up is your all-time favorite Tube Squat. I don't know if it is or not, but it might be.
Yeah, it might be.
Right.
We're leading up to the good stuff, though. I promise you. Not in Tube Squat. Coming up in the second half of the show. Like, come on, man.
All right, whatever.
I'm not going to be...
Movie Squat. Movie Squat's out. Movie Squat's out.
My TV stinks. My TV show stinks. And I says to him, how did your Ewok end up at my DeLorean?
Yeah. Good story.
Welcome to Tube Squat, where the 80s never end and the TV shows just keep on coming.
They keep on airing is what happens.
They keep happening. I have a TV show. He has a TV show. I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have. We're going to reveal them to each other. We're going to talk about them a little bit, and then we're going to smush them together, and we're going to make a new TV show.
Brand new TV show.
Whole point of this, 80s shared universe.
That's right.
That's how we're doing this. Every 80s TV show is connected. Every 80s movie is connected.
And now let's make a new one. Here we go. Kenny, this is what I have. Say it out loud.
Oh, he has all that.
All that.
Nickelodeon, all that.
What do you got?
All that.
Show me something.
Variety show.
If you don't have a just show me the title.
I'm just going to show it to you.
He's got Wolf.
Wolf, the TV series. Not as cool as you think it is. Sorry for throwing the pen. Not as cool as you think it is. Move on. Let's go.
All right, all that. So this
Yep. Sounds great. Okay, so Wolf is
hold on. This show ran from this was 94 to 2005.
Okay.
It had 10 seasons.
10
10 seasons, a skit comedy show for children on Nickelodeon. Skit comedy, what do you want? But had Kenan Thompson, Kel Mitchell, Amanda Bynes, Nick Cannon, all these people, these young actors, it had those people. And then it had tons of musical guests of the time of the 90s and stuff, you know what I mean? So it was a pretty big show, 10 years, lots of different cast members, right? Yeah, I mean, you know, what do you want? You know what I mean? It's a skit comedy show with kids.
Yep.
You know, I enjoyed it from time to time. You know.
Yeah. That's good.
I was a little older at the onset, but still, you know, I enjoyed it. All right, so tell me about Wolf.
Yeah, I have Wolf from CBS, the years 89 to 90.
Wolf.
Okay. Now Wolf I got excited for because I thought it was going to be a werewolf show. Chris?
No, his
name is Tony Wolf.
Oh God! Oh hey, Tony Wolf! Oh.
He was a narcotics officer for the San Francisco Police Department.
Nope.
He got framed. He took the fall.
Nope.
He was discharged by the DA, District Attorney.
Nope. Nope.
And he's now a fisherman and a part-time private eye.
Nope. I can't. Let me out of here.
So here, hold on a second.
Get out of here. What year?
I said it. 89 to 90 is not worth saying twice. Listen to what I'm going to tell you here. Judith Hoag was also in this show. Sorry, Tony Wolf, played by Jack Scalia. Judith Hoag is who? Who is she?
I can't. Hold on. Oh, I can't. You got a picture?
Do I have a picture? Well, yeah, I mean, I could get you a picture, but she's April O'Neil in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
That's it. Yes. Yeah, she was on soap operas too. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Cool.
So that's the cool thing about the show. Although she doesn't play April O'Neil.
No, of course.
The reporter in a yellow jacket.
Of course not. Wow. Okay.
I don't know. So
how many episodes? You said this was.
This was one season, 17 episodes. So all that has it beat.
Wow. Okay. All right. So he's in X narcotics, or he is now.
No, he's X. He got busted.
So what is he?
He got canned. He's a private eye. He's a fisherman now.
Oh, he's a private eye fisherman.
Yeah.
Oh, this sucks. All right. Look, this is gonna be a quick one, because this is gonna be a quick one, isn't it?
Yes.
So
how are we gonna do this?
Well, hold on, because
just nonchalant. But I'm gonna say, how do we do this with a sketch comedy show with kids, right? Mm-hmm. And a boring another private eye show from the 80s. They just couldn't get it. 89 to 90. They just had to squeak one last one in. They were just like, you know what? We have a show called Wolf. The network execs are like, what is it? It's about a werewolf? And they're like, no, it's about a narcotics officer who's been framed and now he's off the job and now he's a private eye. And they're like, perfect, you're hired. Like the guy's getting all sweaty. It's called Wolf, Chris.
I don't know, Kenny. This is what they do.
So give me something that can. How do we do it?
I mean, you want me?
Who? Okay.
Well, let's look at.
All right, Jack Scally. Do you know who Jack Scally is?
The name's so familiar. That's
It's Jack Scally.
Where's he from?
I don't know. He was. Oh,
I can't even read
says
that.
He's perhaps best known for his role as Chris Stamp on All My Children.
The name sounds familiar. I gotta see a picture.
Anyway, what
let me give you more. You want to give me? I can give you more names of people who were on the show.
I would like to know more names of people.
So, there's a Jamie Lynn Spears. Britney Spears' sister.
Gotcha.
There's a comedian that Gabriel Iglesias or whatever. Fluffy. He's a big
that guy was
Mexican
on the show?
guy. Yeah, he was on there. Yeah,
he used to be a kid.
Yes. Lisa Foyles.
Okay.
You know who Lisa Foyles is? She got her start on there. She's a video game journalist.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on the show from season 7 to 10. Yeah, I mean, what she runs a website, video game website called Save Point.
That's
game
awesome.
Reviews, articles, things like that.
Okay, cool.
And videos that she's in. You know, she's been on the Angry Joe show, things like that. So
that's a show that Tim watches that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What do you want to do? We could take some of these people.
So what happens is, are we gonna do this now as they're older and they're gonna be? Is
it gonna stay a skit comedy show? That's what I want to know.
I mean, I don't know if we should take the sketch comedy of it, or like we have to take the private eye part of this, or something like that.
I hate it.
He's a fisherman and a private eye.
This is one of the worst parts.
All right, listen. All right, we have a fisherman and a private eye. That's ridiculous. So how about it's a sketch comedy show with just ridiculous combinations of things. Like I'm a hairdresser / astronaut. You know what I mean? Like that's it. That's it. That's just one part of it.
What if it just wasn't a sketch?
It's regular segments.
What if it wasn't a sketch? So you have the
fisherman and you have the fisherman private eye guy where he's like, I'm a fisherman. And listen, fisherman is like his full time. And then he's a part-time private eye. That's his deal. That's Wolf's deal.
Right.
Like, this is like, I'm a hairdresser first, but sometimes I go into space.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes I go to orbit.
Sometimes I go around the world.
I'm an astronaut.
Space.
Let me teach you how to be an astronaut. Like, that's basically how
I like that
okay?
idea. I'm not gonna lie. I like that idea.
So we have a hair. These are okay. Sketch comedy, regular segments.
Is it sketch comedy?
The same few people. Whatever names you already named, we're gonna have them in the show.
All right.
And they're gonna go on this, and it's gonna be like a little, almost like Portlandia, like a little world of these people.
Okay. Okay.
We're gonna have these like 6 or 7 names that you named, and they're gonna go through it, and they're gonna cross paths.
So we need combinations. What if
So we have a hairdresser, astronaut.
How about a butcher / evangelist?
Okay.
They cut meat by day, and at night they heal people or whatever the heck you want to do. Whatever they do, whatever an evangelist does. Okay. Take money from people.
All right. So then we have somebody who.
How about you have a
I want to have somebody who's like a
Yeah, I'll say one, you say one. Ready? Dental hygienist.
contractor.
Okay. I was gonna say contractor before.
Were you?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm writing
Dental hygienist and a contractor.
Hold on. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay.
Okay. A TV producer who is also
A dog groomer.
okay. There you go. That's good.
All right, do we want to do one more?
You have a supermodel.
Oh gosh, mechanic.
Okay, yeah. I want to keep naming some of these because these are fun. These are good. Give me one.
You want to do? Oh, you want me to go first?
You give me one, yeah.
All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have a okay.
Come on, give me.
Okay, I'm gonna go off of this.
Okay.
And it's funny because I was gonna say something. All right, a district attorney
Who is also a pasta maker. Makes pasta. Yep.
Pasta maker.
Learned in Italy. Yep.
Is that a thing?
It's a thing. Yeah. They make pasta.
Okay, and,
yeah, they can create. They make pasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So these
that good enough? Oh, I like them.
This is what we have.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all right. So we're gonna call this.
Oh gosh, God.
All wolf. No, we're
not using the word wolf. I'm sorry.
Using that?
I'm sorry. We're not wolf.
All that too.
We have a dichotomy, right? You have these two things, right? So it could be all this and that.
It's perfect. All this and that. Ampersand.
Yeah, sure.
I like it. What do you think? Tube squat done? Good.
Tube squat is done.
That was okay. We did something pretty good with that.
I think we pulled it out.
I wasn't expecting it.
I think we
Wolf,
pulled it out.
the TV series. If you're gonna make a TV series called Wolf, make it about a wolf, right? Even if it was like Benji and it was just a wolf running around,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
It doesn't have to be a wolf man.
Nope.
But a wolf man would help.
All right, cool. Tube squat done.
Stay tuned. Toon squat's coming.
Toon squat.
Toon.
Okay. This is Toon Squat, in which Kenny absolutely head over heels for okay, I'm lying. He hates this, which is really fun for me. So Toon Squat is where we have two cartoons. We don't know what each other has. We're going to show each other what each other has, and then we are going to hopefully make a better cartoon.
No, you can't make a better cartoon.
Then what? Captain and the Game Master. Okay,
Captain and the Game Master.
Look, I don't know. Maybe.
Oh gosh, I hate Chris.
Say it.
The Jetsons, man. This is our first double.
No, we didn't have the we had the game. We had the cartoon?
No, I had the cartoon.
You had the cartoon?
Yep.
Oh, so the second one we got. Okay, so you had the cartoon before. Great. Okay. Well, dang it.
My pen stopped working.
And I went back too far, and now
The Jetsons. Okay. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about Kevin Keane and his dog Duke. All right, they get sucked into Videoland by the Ultimate Warp Zone. They have to, I don't know, hang out with Princess Lana, do things with her.
he uses a Nintendo Zapper.
Yeah, it's Nintendo. Basically, he's got a Nintendo belt buckle. He's got a Zapper, right?
Oh, that's right. He had the controller on his belt.
Yeah, the controller on his belt.
Live action in the beginning.
Yeah. Live action in the beginning, gets sucked into the TV. So his cohorts are Simon Belmont, Mega Man, Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus is always annoying to me.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting things
about
about
Kid Icarus. You're getting a little down, but come on.
Anyway, so it
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, Dr. Wright shows up every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Dr. Wright on the show. Dr. Light in the Mega Man games.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason, his name is Dr. Wright in the show.
Why did they?
I don't know.
Must have been some licensing issues
it
here and there,
issue,
right?
Yeah. So, bad guys, Malkill from Wizards and Warriors, Mother Brain from Metroid, Eggplant Wizard from...
You got some names on there?
I think that was Kid Icarus, right?
You got some names. What year again?
And
year, seasons, what? Network, what do we got? What do you got? Give me some things.
Give you some things about it. Hold on.
Yeah,
don't interrupt me when I'm in the middle of talking about the Eggplant Wizard. I believe Eggplant Wizard was from Kid Icarus. King Hippo from... I say Mike Tyson's
Punch Out, yeah.
It was later re-released as Punch Out with Mr. Dream at the end instead of Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Not cool. Once in a while, we had Donkey Kong show up, The Count. they call him, but it's really Dracula.
Right.
Link Zelda showed up every once in a while. The bad guy's world was called Metroid, which was a floating fortress.
Right.
It was Metroid.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me.
Because that isn't what Metroid was.
Yeah, it's Metroid was a creature, like a a thing. So I don't know, whatever. Anyway, it ran from 89 to 91, 3 seasons, 34 episodes. Weren't many episodes.
Not at all. In 3 seasons, that's not a lot at all.
So you figure that's like 11, 12 episodes a season.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a couple little tidbits about this though.
Tidbit me up.
All right. So
fine. Tidbit me down. Go.
Fine.
Right.
So Matt Hill, who plays Kevin, who is the main
game master, Captain N.
This guy knows his things.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you know there's a TV show called Dino Trucks?
Yeah.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
You know Don Don?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
It's him.
Oh, really?
He plays that voice.
Oh, he's still working. Good for him.
It's good for him, right? It's a Netflix show.
Good for him.
The kids watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And here's one that's going to blow your mind. This is going to blow your mind. Just don't talk to them without me knowing.
Mind stack. Go.
Who annoyed you on this show?
Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus. You know who Kid Icarus was played by?
Is it Welker or Cullen or who else?
Frank Welker, Levi Stubbs were in the show.
Okay.
Remember Levi Stubbs is the Mother Brain / Audrey 2.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Kid Icarus was played by Alessandro Giuliani.
From what?
Better known as Lieutenant Gaeta from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. When he was younger, he voiced...
Wow.
Yeah, he voiced quite a few characters, actually.
Really?
Not in the show, but just in general. Yeah, voice actor. And then he ended up being on Battlestar Galactica.
He was young.
Yeah.
He was really young.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
Cool. All right.
So what do you think about that?
I like that. All right, can I tell you about the Jetsons?
You can tell me. I'm not going to listen.
You see, now why wouldn't you listen, though?
Just go ahead.
The Jetsons aired on ABC. The Jetsons had 3 seasons and 75 episodes, but here's the kicker, Kenny. Season 1 was 62 to 63. That's in the year of someone's Lord, 1900, right? Then it comes back for season 2 and 3 in 85 to 87.
Yeah.
So ABC was in the 60s, and then it was syndicated in the 80s.
That's how they do it. That's how they get you.
What kills me about... Look, I understand syndication, but that means, ABC has it, and Fox has it, and then Channel 11 had it. Like, it just... I still don't understand that fact where it's like, it's going to be on this channel at this time and this channel, whatever. Anyway, point being that, okay, so you have it's the Jetsons, man. They live in Orbit City. You want me to name the family?
No, George.
You got George,
Judy,
Jane, Judy, Elroy. That was a family. Rosie was their maid,
butler,
robot maid, and then you had Astro was the family dog. You remember who Orbity was?
Mr. Spacey.
Space Lead.
Orbity was the stupid thing that they brought in for like a season.
It was in the 80s one, played by Welker. That one was only character Welker played it. Well, not the only, but for the most part, yeah. Yep. Orbity, you had Cosmo Spacely, and then you had Cogswell. So, it's the Jetsons, you know?
So is somebody going to get sucked into the Jetsons world?
I want to give you a little tidbit. I'll give you some tidbits. The 1960s version of this was a little more adult-orientated. Orientated. They geared it more towards adults, right? And then they made the, a little more kid-friendly. Yeah. Not that it wasn't kid-friendly per se, but they made it a little more for the kids. Yeah, they took all the blood out.
The decapitations.
There was a controversy. You hear about this? The controversy? Maury Amsterdam and Pat Carroll controversy. In 1963, the aforementioned Maury and Pat, who played George and Jane respectively, they filed a $12,000 suit against Hanna-Barbera for breach of contract. What happened was they claimed that they were signed on for the show to do, they did the pilot and everything, right? And the contract stipulated that they would be paid $500 an episode with a guarantee of 24 episodes, was at the time full season. But they only recorded 1 episode, the 2 of them, right? After that, they were replaced. So they got fired, and they replaced them with George O'Hanlon, which is, and then whoever, the woman who plays Jane. I could give you the name, but I'm not. What happened was, they were let go basically because they had other commitments. They said that they were in conflict because Maury was on the Dick Van Dyke Show, and Carol was on Make Room for Daddy. So the case was closed in 1965, and it was the court ruled in favor of Hanna-Barbera. Well, I couldn't say any of those words. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so they tried to sue them for being breach of contract. Meanwhile, they were like, well, you guys already have these commitments, so why did you sign on to do this? You know, did you think you could do this or whatever, even though it's just voice acting? But yeah, so did you know about that? You probably didn't.
No.
You didn't research that last time? So I researched something that you didn't last time.
I wouldn't have researched that.
No, it's in there.
That's okay.
It was in there.
Gotcha.
I was trying to be a little more thorough. You're always getting on my case about not being thorough. You're always telling me I'm missing stuff.
Did you know that after Lana is kidnapped by the enemy shortly after Kevin's arrival, that the reluctant group puts their differences aside to go on a rescue mission where Kevin eventually gains the others' confidence?
Oh, classic.
They didn't have any confidence in
Isn't that classic? That's a classic trope. All right, the Jetsons
anyway,
and Captain
so
Ed.
is somebody getting sucked into Space Town over here, or somebody getting...
I think we should play in Orbit City. I think we should go play in there. I think it could be fun. Things are floating around. There's robots. You have the Sprockets and the Space Lees.
So what happens? Video game characters are invading the Jetsons?
I think Elroy has a video game.
Okay.
And somehow Orbity, being an alien.
You gonna bring Orb? You know he disappeared.
Yeah.
You know he came into the show and they wrote him back out.
Yeah, well he's coming. He's coming in again.
You're bringing Orbity back.
Why not?
That's like bringing Scrappy Doo back.
Yeah. Speaking of Scrappy Doo, the voice for Astro was more or less a test bed for Scooby because that's the same guy that did.
Let's wrap
Scooby.
this up.
So maybe Elroy's game comes to life, and it's Captain N and all those characters, and
so he plays all
this is going to be one season, 7 episodes.
All right, what are you calling it?
I don't know, man.
It's all you, because I can't take this anymore.
Was that Captain N?
You ruined Captain N. You ruined Captain N.
With the Jetsons?
Like flat out 100%.
With the Jetsons?
Ruined it with the Jetsons.
You didn't like the Jetsons?
No.
At all, huh?
No.
No, okay. I have a feeling
it just doesn't work.
Did you really
it's too mainstreamy that it's not going to work if you take video game characters and throw Simon Belmont in with Elroy.
So then go back the other way then. I don't know. What do you want to do, man?
Well, I'm saying, I don't care. This is your thing.
Why does it have to be my thing?
Because you're telling me about lawsuits and litigation. I don't care. This is your thing.
I was just giving you some information.
You made your bed. You lie in it. Tell me what it is. What's this going to be called?
I don't know, man. Captain N.
So all Nintendo characters are getting sucked into... Where do they live?
Well, no, now I don't like it.
Where do they live? Planet City? Where do they live?
Orbit City. Now I don't like it now.
All right, so this is going to be called
Orbit City Adventures. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Are we doing Captain N? Or was it Captain, right? It was Captain?
Captain. Spelled out. Orbit City Adventures. That has nothing to do with Captain N.
Yep. No, listen, you wanted it. You whatever. Just be quiet about it.
It's called Orbit City Game Master.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Fine. Whatever. All right, that's done. ToonSquat's done.
Chris?
Ken?
It's time. It's time for GameSquat.
Yes, it is. He is absolutely correct.
I'm taking a game. He's taking a game. I don't know what he has. He doesn't know what I have. They were randomly...
The universe said...
Dispersed.
There you go.
Yes. Yes, we did not choose them. They choose us.
That's right.
So we're going to reveal them to each other right now. We're going to talk about them a little bit, and then we're going to make a new game.
Making a new game. And is it going to be good? Possibly. Quite possibly.
Let's go. What do you have?
Say it out loud.
Where do you get this stuff from?
I don't know.
Fast
man.
Eddie.
Just.
What are you, like one of those old circus strongmen?
No, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this in a moment's time.
Fast Eddie.
I'll tell you about this in a moment's time. What do you have for me?
Okay. I have.
He's got Kaboom. Atari 2600.
2600.
So
what do you say about that?
I say Kaboom. That's what I say. Okay, look. So these are both Atari 2600 games. What do you want? Fast Eddie. Fast Eddie, you go from floor to floor collecting prizes. Mm-hmm. And that's it. You just collect these prizes.
Wow.
To get past, and once you get 10 of them, you got to collect the key at the top of the thing, and you climb ladders.
Perfect.
And stuff.
Well, Kaboom has, you use the paddle controller, okay? Mm-hmm. and there's the mad bomber at the top of the screen that drops bombs, and you collect the bombs. you basically go like this. The little platforms move. There's 3 platforms, and then I guess I don't know if they disappear or they get destroyed as the game goes on, and they move. And they catch the bombs. You can't let them fall off the bottom of the screen. I told you a little bit more than you needed to know. That's it. That's
what year?
The game.
What year?
This year is 1981. What's yours?
82.
Right on.
This was Serious Software did this, but a bubble just flew out of my mouth. That was weird. Developer and publisher. This was actually the publisher was 20th Century Fox Video Games.
They made a lot of games.
Here's something interesting though. I want to show you this. Look at that again. I don't know if anyone can see that. Okay. All right. Not very often do you get an artist illustration of actual gameplay because that's the actual gameplay. So
it's like a 3D
and I thought that was
it.
interesting. Yeah. So you have these little creeper things, and he's got each level you're collecting these things. I don't know why he's a guy
this one has it as well.
But isn't that what the game looks like?
That's what.
Yeah, but the thing, this is an artist. That's why.
No, it doesn't.
No, but what I'm saying. Okay, well,
I'll show you what it looks like.
Yeah, it's very simple. You climb up the ladders and you got to get to the top. So these little guys, what were these little guys? I'll tell you, they're called sneakers. These little sneakers, those little mushroom looking guys, they're sneakers. All right, you can look at the game right there if you want to see a little. Right?
Oh.
At the top of the screen though
dude.
is the. Yeah, he's a chubby. He's just like a chubby dude. What I find interesting is that the guy on the screen is in just green and yellow, yet the cover has him in like this striped bathing suit thing from like the 30s or something. So these little sneakers.
This guy's a little striped. It's the game there.
To be honest with you, it's better. Look, I think it's better graphics than this. And this came out a year after that one.
Yeah.
It's very weird what even on the 2600 what developers were able to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how they used pixels and how they did stuff. It's interesting. Anyway, yeah, what do you... Okay, so you could collect bombs there, and you collect prizes here.
Yeah.
There's like hearts and fishes and whatever, and then at the end of it, level...
Well, let's have something where it's kind of like Hogan's Alley, where you don't know, or a shooting alley, or a shooting game, or something like that, where you have to... What do you collect? What do you avoid? How about this one? The game that we make, we have to avoid the bombs, but you have to collect the hearts. You have to collect the prizes. And it's coming at you so quickly, you don't know what you're supposed to avoid, what you're supposed to
I'll do you one better. Maybe.
Okay.
What if you collect the bombs, and after a certain amount, you use the bombs to blow up something that will release the
like a treasure
prize?
Chest?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Combine. Let's
do it.
You know?
We're rocking it.
What do you want
to have?
Okay, so this is Fast Eddie.
Dream lived.
And what is this called again? Kaboom.
You ever play Kaboom?
Probably.
It's like the first level. It's like the bombs come down, and it's like, oh, I can catch the bombs. And then the next level, the guy's like, he throws
and you're
them all
like,
over the
what
place. The thing is, they come down like one here, one here, one here, and you're just trying to catch them all. It's really it's a steep difficulty.
Yeah. I mean, look. So what do we call it? What do we call it? It's Fast Eddie and Kaboom. Kaboom! Eddie's fast.
Oh,
Kaboom!
Man. I never told you anything about this game.
Get him, Eddie. No, you didn't. You want him? You wrote some stuff.
Yeah, I did. It's an adaptation of Avalanche by Atari. Which used bombs instead of which used rocks. Avalanche had rocks that you'd catch.
Okay.
But they decided to make this game with the Mad Bomber at the top of the screen because in Avalanche it showed the number of rocks left on the top of the screen that would come down and you'd have to get and stuff.
It didn't do that.
This one they couldn't do it because Atari's memory was limited.
Yeah.
So the guy who developed this.
Wait, Avalanche was on arcade, you mean?
Arcade game. Okay. Yeah. He left Atari to go to Activision, and he wanted to make a port of Avalanche, but he
couldn't get the rights instead. Or whatever. Yeah.
Well,
okay. Great.
He couldn't do it. He did this instead. So there was a Super NES remake that was never released. Not sure how far they got in that, but they got somewhere in that.
Okay.
If you reached 3,000 points in the game, you got to send a picture to Activision, and you got a Bucket Brigade patch and became a member of the Bucket Brigade.
Sounds amazing.
Activision.
Sounds absolutely
Bucket
fantastic.
Brigade.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm going to tell you about that.
All right. What do we call our game? I like the Kaboom. Oh, how about we call it, instead of Kaboom, we go Kablam.
Oh, gosh.
Kablam.
I don't know, man.
Kablam. Eddie's dead. Kablam. Slow Eddie.
I think Kaboom is Kaboom's like a staple of the 2600. You know, like if you had a nice pared down collection of 2600 games, like 25 games,
Kaboom would be on that list.
If you took like 10 people who had, I'd probably say at least like 5 or 6 or 7 of them would have Kaboom on that list.
Okay.
Along with like Asteroids.
So okay, but what are you saying? But what's the point of that? So you want to name this? You don't want to name it the same thing, unless you add a subtitle, which would be something about this dude Eddie. Eddie not so fast.
Slow Eddie.
Slow Eddie. Slow down, Eddie.
Slow down.
Kablam! Eddie. Slow down, Eddie. Kaboom! Slow down, Eddie. You're not giving me anything. You're giving me nothing. You're not giving me anything.
I'm giving you absolutely nothing.
Come on. Give me something. I've given you tons of names here.
So, yeah. We're going to call it Eddie Kaboom. Eddie goes Kaboom.
Sure.
Eddie goes
Write it
Kaboom.
down. What did you have again? It's Kaboom. Spell Kaboom for me.
Eddie goes... How do you think you spell it?
With two... Not two B's, right?
No.
Did it have exclamation point?
Yes. Eddie goes Kaboom. That's it. Sorry, we really dropped the ball on this one. I feel like we dropped it. I think we
Look,
we let people down.
The problem is when you get two games like this, like they're essentially the same game. So what are you gonna do?
I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, let's go through all this stuff.
All right.
Movie Squat. We had First Night and the Goonies. We made a movie called The Goonies Return, where the Goonies go to England.
I loved it. The Goonies Return. I love it.
Search for the legend of King Arthur and unearth his treasures in the form of Excalibur.
Great. I think we did Goonies good. I think we did it justice.
I think so too.
I've
been waiting for that one to show up.
Oh, dude, when I got it, right, I hit the button and it popped up and I was like, yes.
Like, it's so ridiculous.
But at the same time, I was also like, oh no, because I'm like,
you
where do you go with it? Like, where do you go with it? It was like when I got the A-Team, I'm like, oh, but like, what am I?
The A-Team worked out well.
It did, yeah.
That's the thing is, if we're passionate enough about it, we actually.
Well, also, it's like the Goonies, like, most everybody knows what the Goonies is. Just recap the story a tad, and then you go from there. You know,
so
all that and Wolf, when we got all this and that, we pulled it out, man.
I think so. I think we did.
I'm not gonna lie.
We got some fun stuff on there.
We're not gonna lie.
Astronaut, dog groomer.
I just thought it was funny.
Dog groomer.
This is fun.
Producer.
It might suck, and it'll only last 3 episodes, but
it's
whatever.
Fun. It's fun. Then moving on, we had the Jetsons, the stupid Jetsons, and Captain and the Game Master, Orbit City Game Master. Don't want to talk about that, Chris.
Nope.
Let's just move on.
Can we not talk about this one either? Eddie goes Kaboom. We have Kaboom and Fast Eddie on
this one. This one's a hard Goonies return. It is.
Absolutely.
It is all Goonies.
It's all Goonies all day.
It's all Goonies and almost all that. All this and that.
Yeah, no.
I'm still Goonies number one. So that's gonna
do it. Sorry, we look, it tapered out there. Sometimes you get these properties, and you know what? It drains you. It drains you.
There have been an overabundance of Atari 2600 games this season.
This season so far this year.
Like
year 2 is the year of Atari 2600.
Every single episode seems to have Atari 2600.
Oh yeah.
So if you go back, like many of them, and this one's doubled down. Double down on Atari 2600.
Sorry guys, look, that's what fate hands you. Sometimes the roll of the dice. You get the double. You get the snake eyes.
There were some good games, such as Defender.
Yeah.
But then there were some questionable games, such as Fast Eddie.
Yeah. I just can't. Look, either way, we did it. We did it though. Hey, listen, we got through it. I'm proud of us. We started out real strong, and we tapered off, but that's the nature of the beast. It's the nature of the beast that Kenny and I created for you.
Yes. So thanks for watching. Watching. Check us out anywhere, especially retrosquat.com.
Please.
Chris likes you to go there and read our ramblings, read our stuff.
Look at all our stuff. Watch past episodes. You can do it all from there. Sign up for our newsletter. Whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying. Ken.
So anyway, check the YouTube, check the Twitch, check the Instagram, we don't really do anything with Twitter, do we?
Nah, it's all the same
find
stuff.
us everywhere.
You can find us.
You want to be on the show? Contact us. Tell us you want to be on the show. Demand it. That's the way we do it.
Yeah.
If you don't demand it, you're not on it.
If you ask nicely, we're going to be like, no.
Yeah.
No, try that again.
So
louder. We'll say louder,
yes.
and then you'll
demand. Give him a dead leg, and he'll get you on the show.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you on the next Retro Squat.
80s never
Classic
end.
blend. Oh, dang it.
80s never end. What are you saying? What are you saying?
I said
the classic blend.
I said classic blend.
Classic blend.
You're sitting there going 80s, and I'm going classic blend. So whatever. Just